Hi, I'm Julia and today I'm going to review Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi. It's the third and final book in the Shadow Me series, and if you haven't read Shadow Me or Unravel Me, go back, read them, cause they're epic and you shouldn't miss them out. And if you haven't read Ignite Me yet, here's my opinion, spoiler free. So, I absolutely love this book. I think it's the first dystopian book where I love the ending. I mean, it wasn't completely perfect, but it was the best ending that a dystopian ever had, in my opinion. So this book is really awesome, and I love this cover. How cool is it? So, if you haven't read Ignite Me yet, go read it, come back later, cause otherwise you're getting spoiled and it's not fun to get spoiled. So, see you later. Hi people who've read the book. So, let's start to discuss this. In the beginning of the book, Juliet wakes up in Warner's room, and I really love the scene where Warner tells Juliet all his feelings and why he did what he did, so Juliet can understand him better, and I absolutely love this scene. So later on, when Juliet and Warner go back to Omega Point, and Kenji is there, and then when Juliet just scoops Kenji up and carries him away because she has this super strength and all. This scene was so epic in my opinion. I loved it. And then when Juliet tells Kenji everything about Warner and all this stuff, and I couldn't stop laughing how shocked Kenji was that Warner loves Juliet. Another scene that I found absolutely powerful was the scene where Juliet accepts her power and her strength and how it is a part of her, and that she don't have to be afraid of it. And I love this quote of Juliet when she says, "I'm no longer afraid of fear, and I will not let it rule me. Fear will learn to fear me." Just how it stays on the cover. This scene is so powerful, and I think it's a really important scene for this book. So later on, when Juliet and Kenji are back in Adam's house at the base, and I could kill Adam. I mean, I've read Fracture Me, and because of that I started to dislike Adam. And then when he tells Juliet that he doesn't want to fight anymore, that it's nonsense to go there and that they don't have any hope, I could have killed him. That was so annoying. I mean, Juliet finally accepts her strength and she's like, "We can do this, let's go." And Adam is like, no, I think we can't do this, and what's wrong with you? Why do you want to do this? I hate Adam for that. And also that he tells her that Juliet didn't have it hard in the psych ward, and that she never really experienced what it is to starve and to fear for her life. But I mean, she was there for nearly a year and in the dark in her own cell all by herself. That is hard. So let's talk about this awesome character development of Juliet. How she becomes all accepting her power, strong girl, and how she was in Shadow Me when she was all afraid and insecure and she didn't want her power and she didn't accept who she was, and then now in Ignite Me, how she finally accepts it and she wants to fight back and she wants to change something. I love this character development. It's one of the best developments that I've read for a long time. And on the other side, I hate the way Adam went. He was so nice and caring and charming, and now like me, he's practically a total asshole. Cause just like Juliet says in the book, he wants a girl that he can protect, that is afraid and shy, and I think he needs that, but Juliet isn't that anymore, and he doesn't have to be such an ass about it and make Juliet's life hard for her. I mean, he could still be there for her and help her, but no, he's like, Warner, why do you want to work with him, and all that stuff. And he basically just has his hate for Warner in his mind, and he just concentrates on that instead of other things. And I mean, I can understand him. He's heard that Juliet is suddenly so attached to Warner, and she's like, we're over, and all that stuff. But he doesn't have to be so mean. There's another way to handle this stuff. Also, another scene that I really loved was the scene where Kenji and Juliet are on the roof and they're talking about Adam and Warner, what Juliet feels about them, and I think this is a really powerful scene, and I think it's really important for Juliet to tell Kenji all that so that she can be more aware of her feelings and all that stuff. And what else did I learn? And the scene where Juliet tells Warner that she doesn't think he's a monster and that she doesn't think he needs to be fixed. Oh, this scene was so cute! Oh, I just love Juliet and Warner together, and it's weird because in the beginning of Sherry I was totally team Adam and Juliet, but then Unravelingly, that changed a little bit because Adam acted so strange, so that I liked Warner more, and then I've read the novellas, Destroy Me and Fracture Me, and there I started to really like Warner, and in this book I totally became Team Warner because you finally understand him, you understand his actions, and he isn't such a monster that everybody thinks he is, that he makes everybody think he is, because he just has to act this way because of his father and what he did to him, so that he doesn't come over weak, and it's a way to protect himself. And I think it's really important that Juliet sees that and understands that. I think another really important scene is that scene where Juliet is all by herself and how she doesn't think that Adam would actually save her when she got shot, and that she becomes aware that she didn't really love Adam at the time she was with him, that she just liked him a lot because he was the first person she could touch, and that it wasn't really real, that they just both thought that it was real. I think in that scene you can see that Juliet becomes aware that she loves Warner, but I mean later on she denies it, but I think that's the point where she gets it, that she's really in love with him. Then the other scene where Juliet finds out what happens to Warner's back, why he has the scars on it, this scene was just OMG so sad, and I could really feel, I was so sorry for Warner that he had to endure this by his father, and that he got ripped for his birthday present. I mean, that's totally cruel of his father, and I think there would have been other ways to make him independent instead of ripping him. And it's so sad that Warner really doesn't have any feeling in his back anymore, and this scene was totally sad for me. And then this kind of fight that he gets in with Juliet because she denies that she loves him, I nearly was at the point that I started crying at this scene. Also the training scene where Juliet talks about her relationship with Adam and Warner, I think that's a really important scene because there you see that Juliet doesn't depend on a guy, because she says that she doesn't need either Werner or Ellen to be strong and independent. And I think that's really important for this book, so that you see that Juliet has really become another person who is independent and all on her own, and that she doesn't need help of a guy. What was really fun to read, I think, that was the training scene with Werner and Juliet. He was so patient with her, and he was, you have to hit harder, and nice try love and all this stuff. I loved to read this scene, it was fun. Let's talk about the scene where Werner wants to visit his mom because it's a birthday, and Juliet and Kenji are getting out to train a little bit on the outside with the elements and all that stuff. And then when Werner doesn't come back and Juliet goes searching for him, and then when she finds him in the corner crying and because his mom died, and this scene totally broke my heart because I was so sorry for Werner. He loved his mom dearly, and when he just totally broke down and Juliet was there for him, that was so sweet, and it was so heartbreaking scene. That's the first time that we see that Werner totally lets his guard down, that there's nothing of his guard there anymore, and I think it's really important for Juliet to see that he's just a 19-year-old boy who just lost his mother, and that he has all the same feelings that the other people have, and that it's just a facade that he's so mean all the time. And now let's talk about Juliet's love confession scene. This scene was just so whoa! I just don't have any words for this scene. I mean, how she tells him that she loves him and that she loved him all the time, that she just denied it, and that she realized that she really loves him, and not just because she can touch him. I think that's another really important scene, because before that she realizes she can turn her power completely off, and that she doesn't have to hurt anybody. And I think that's the last little thing it needed, that Juliet completely accepts herself. And I think that scene where Juliet tells Werner what she feels, and then this kissing scene and all, that was just a completely perfect scene. And I think after that, when Juliet and Werner are really together, they're so sweet together, and Werner can finally be himself with Juliet, and I think he needs that, and that they're both perfect for each other. Then we have the fight scene where they go into the boat to kill Anderson, and honestly, in my opinion, this scene was a little bit too fast and too easy. I would have thought that it would be a little bit harder to kill him. I mean, it was just, the scene was, I think, 30 pages at all, and I think that could have been a little bit longer. No, then it was already the end. I think we had 10 pages left or something like that after this fight scene. And I mean, I love this ending that everybody survived. Finally, a book where nobody died except for the bad guy. That is a great plus point. But the only thing I didn't like about this end is that it's so open-ended. Because the last paragraph is practically, he whispers his lips at my ear, the whole world will be coming for us now. I lean back, look into his eyes, I can't wait to watch them try. I would have loved to see a little bit more what happens after this great win and the fight, so that we see what will happen with Juliet now that she's practically the leader of Sector 45. But otherwise, I think this book was totally perfect. I think that is one of the books that is a perfect ending to a trilogy or a series and all. So I'm sad that it's over, but like I said, a good ending. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you liked my discussion. And what were your favorite scenes? What scenes didn't you like? What did you think of this book? Let me know in the comments. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.